All right. So, last we left off, you guys marched brazenly into the house, which I clearly wrote on the door of said house that there are traps inside. Um, Stood on a rug of smothering and just started trying to grab things off of the shelves. Ended up fighting uh, some animated teeth, some animated dentures, and the rug of smothering uh, in said house. Went upstairs and started fondling a cursed harp of some sort. And then immediately upon finishing killing this cursed harp, opened a trap door and exploded all of you, or almost all of you. So, well done, guys. And that's where we're picking up now. What do you guys want to do?
Sleep.
Yeah. Maybe, just maybe, we should stop touching things.
Levy did get some cool books though off of this shelf that's up here. So,
That's true.
and the rest of you got some textbooks that were downstairs.
How is everyone looking?
Yeah.
I am not a smart man.
We know that, but
In terms of how Aaron is at 13. Tobias is at
check Levy. Oh, she's doing great at 7.
Hawk is at 7.
she could take a final boss, right? I think she's got enough issues. That oh shit, Tobias is at 5.
Hawk is also at 7.
So, maybe.
I'm fine. Let's go.
What am I at?
Maybe,
B
We
is at
should,
1 hit point, and she has used all of her first level spells and 2 of her second level spells.
maybe we should leave this house and come back later when we're not all dying. Novel concept, I know.
All dying?
Yeah.
Well, it'd be
Zamira's just going to
unfortunate.
gesture to the group that looks beat to
Haggard.
shit.
Lish is gonna show up to his date with Sudrayal and
I'm fine.
What time is
just be a
it?
fucking mess.
Yeah, what time is it actually?
It's like late afternoon to early evening, that kind of area.
And his date was at 6?
His day was at 9.
9. Okay.
I keep saying
Is
it,
it even a-
it doesn't have to go that way, but like
I was like, it's not a date, is it? It's just them meeting up to talk.
yeah, it's pretty much.
Yeah. He asked me to
But-
keep track of the time. I don't know why I'm doing that for him, but
Demi
Why-
is really interested in getting me on a date.
I'm really interested in getting him on a date.
While or I should probably say this in Tobias's voice. Haha. One part of me dislikes the idea of potentially allowing what's in here to either escape or be cleaned up. I don't think we have much of a choice in terms of leaving. Unless
The
We just
house
want
has
to-
been untouched for a really long time.
It only appears that way. The fact that this hawk is here and we found all those traps, we've also sprung all of those traps. Which means people are probably coming in and out of this place and just not being seen. And now that all those traps are sprung, they'll know that their hideout has been, I'm forgetting the word for it. Help me, please. It discovered. Is that what it? No.
Yeah?
Shit. I'm forgetting the word for it. What is it? It's
You're looking for
compromised.
okay.
That's what I'm sorry. Now that the hideout's been compromised, they would not want to stick around. They will probably try to eliminate any trace of evidence, at least in the basement. But with how we are now, it wouldn't be safe for us to go down there.
It's your funeral.
Literally.
Tobias gives a thumbs up and jumps down the hole. No.
This is what I've been waiting for.
Just thumbs up and back down the hole.
There is a
Like
ladder.
the Terminator, just like gives a thumbs up and sinks down.
There is a ladder going down to the basement.
Ladders.
We have technically two options. We could either go back, and if we do, we could potentially set not so much traps but indicators if someone enters the place after we've left, just to like let us know if people are coming in and out. So that's an option. The second option is that we take a rest here with people keeping watch. And then proceed down.
Either one works.
I'm back.
B, what do you think? What are your opinions? They aren't helping me. These two aren't helping me.
I am a dog. I am just here for a good time.
Demir isn't helping me. B,
Oh, hang on, let me see. I'm pretty sure I have something for this.
Not going to save you if you die, is what
Roll
I'm
to
saying.
convince.
If you guys go down there and die, I am saving myself.
So Max, basically what they're trying to decide is to leave markers that indicate someone's going in or out, or to take a short rest here in the house and then continue.
I mean, I don't know. for sure
B
if
is
it's gonna
going
be
to
enough.
say, in Demir's voice, do you want to find a place to camp?
I think that might be best.
Why
B will
don't we
nod.
just close this place up tight and then go back to the hotel rooms that we have? I say to Demir. And
I'm translating.
I'm gonna start kind of walking down the stairs back down to the lower floor. Boop, 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 boop.
He says we should close up and go to the hotel for us.
I think that would be wise.
I have a date.
Shh. I'm not sure that any rest we could get in here would be enough, considering, yeah.
Do we have
Okay.
any ways of setting indicators or anything like that? We should at least cover up the trapdoor again. Oh, actually,
Keep your wits
Um,
about you.
let me check my inventory.
What do you need markers for?
Okay, I have a question, Avery.
What up?
How long, if I use the wand of flowers, how long do the flowers last?
That is a good question. Let's see. It says it has 10 charges, harmless and non-magical.
Grows or withers just a
as-
normal flower wood.
Yeah. So,
So-
I mean, if you come back and water the plant, it'll work.
Yeah, so here's like a weird thought. If I cast the wand of flowers under the carpet, it would indicate, in theory, if someone walked across it or disturbed it, right? Because the flowers would be disturbed or crushed.
I'll tell you what, you can close the trapdoor and use the wand of flowers to grow a patch of flowers. If you make an intelligence check to try to memorize what the flowers look like and then put the rug back on top of it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, and I'm going to specifically put the flowers. I can choose what flowers they are, so I am going to choose to make them what are those? The poofball flowers? The
Dandelions?
dandelions. Yes, I am going to make them poofball dandelions.
Okay.
So if they're disturbed, we'll know.
And are
He
you
gets
doing,
very excited.
and are you doing this on top of the carpet or underneath them?
On top of. I don't know how
Yeah,
you
I
do it
think-
underneath.
I think on top of, because that way, if they're disturbed, then we'll know.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you could technically do it underneath the carpet if you had the roots attaching to like the bottom of it. So like you lift it up and they're hanging down.
Oh, that's a good idea.
They are
Does
that work?
dandelions though, and they would
Like under the trapdoor, like upside down.
No,
Yeah.
in between the trapdoor and the carpet attached to the carpet. So they'll lift it up and they
They
won't
get,
see
like,
dandelions when they open
Squished
the door.
though. I think the point is to get so the seeds kind of tell a story.
Yeah.
Ah,
So
okay.
I'm going to put them on top of the carpet once we lay it over the trapdoor again.
okay.
Which I guess, what color is the carpet? Is it blue? Can I
It's blue.
customize my dandelions to be the same color as the carpet?
Can I customize my dandelions?
I mean,
Are you a genome assist?
this isn't like this is essentially a staff of cantrip. So
Fair, valid. Does anyone have prestidigitation?
Levy does.
Oh, she does. Yeah, okay. Between Zamir and Levy, we are going to I am going to cover the carpet in dandelions, and Levy is going to turn them the same color as the carpet so they blend in.
Okay. For the
Yeah,
sake of this, Demir, please make a dexterity check, and Levy make a wisdom or intelligence check.
It's slightly cocked. Can I re-roll it?
Reroll.
It is on the number face. but it is slightly cocked.
If it's cocked, re-roll it.
Okay. Okay. That. Oh boy. That's not great. That's an 8 from Demir, and let me check Levy. I don't think it's going to be very better. It was an intelligence check.
Intelligence or wisdom, just to see how well she can match.
That's a 6.
There's something kind of off about the blueness of the dandelions. I mean, they seem so much brighter than the carpet, but they look pretty.
If someone's going through, they're not going to check that carefully. Just going to pat Levy's shoulder and just like, yeah, we did it.
Yeah, I mean, there are now dandelions growing out of this carpet. Bright blue dandelions. Truly. Yeah. I mean, it looks fun, at least.
It's very tempting to just go run into it.
So you can mark down a charge for that. You can mark down a charge for the wand of flowers.
Got it. Okay. Back to the inn.
All right. So I don't have a map for the inn, of course, so I will just move you guys back to the world map, I guess. So the inn, you guys were staying at the Lantern Light, correct? And not the not Dahlia's repose. So yeah, it's actually more busy at this point now. There's a yeah, I mean, people are getting off of work for the day. So there's people kind of just vibing, having drinks after work. You know, what do you guys do?
I know we're not in the best of shape, but doesn't anyone else think that we should tell the guards what we're doing before either we get arrested for not God, I'm tired and you can tell. Before we get arrested for illegally aiding in the search, or before this unknown other blood hunter gets arrested.
What would she be arrested for? She's
The murder she's suspected
they couldn't
of,
find any
Lish?
evidence.
Lish, are you still in puppy form, or?
Yes.
Oops.
I'm murmuring that to
For one brief moment, Hawk can speak dog. Nah.
Hawk just hears a grumble, grumble, grumble.
Yeah, what would she even be arrested for? I don't think it. I think that the less we can be involved with authorities, the better.
Remember that she's prime suspect number 1 for the string of murders that we're investigating.
There's also.
Yes.
Should we be careful about speaking about this stuff in public? We're currently in the
Yes.
True.
You're absolutely correct, Tobias.
People tend to get arrested for murder, though, Demir.
Fuck. Let's go upstairs. Let's get out of the inn or the tavern.
Right,
Let's go
sorry.
upstairs.
Oh my god, guys, I'm only rolling ones.
No.
Oh no.
I'm rolling so well. Okay, I am. At least, yeah. Demir is going to. If there is a space at the bar, I am going to go over and get a drink, if I can.
Let me pull up the name of the barkeep. Just double checking. Okay, yeah, it's the same dark-skinned bald guy with the slave tattoos. There, and I'll switch to the tavern ambiance. What kind of drink are you looking for in particular? Are you hoping to chat up people, or are you just ordering?
I'm just ordering. I want to order like a meat or something like that,
Okay.
or like, and do they have like a charcuterie?
Be right back.
Let me check. They have at this point they've switched over to their dinner options. They have pigeon pot pie, something that is called Tasha's Hideous Stew. They have a rabbit and potato plate, a crocodile steak, and roasted bullywug legs.
What's a good shareable?
Probably the pigeon pot pie. You can slice it up and share with the group.
Okay, I'll take one of those.
All right.
And
That's
will they
just-
deliver it to the room, or do I
Yeah.
just have to?
Yeah, they can deliver it to the room. The pigeon pot pie is 4 copper pieces, and if you're just gonna get an ale, they have a couple different kinds of ales. Are you looking for something simple or something interesting?
Something simple.
Okay. So you can get a pretty kind of cheap ale for 1 copper piece.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna order that food, and then I'm going to go up towards the room.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you guys already paid for your rooms.
We did.
It's been a while, so I'm just making sure. You head up to the room then.
Yep.
Are you guys chatting or?
Yeah.
I assume.
Me
No.
especially
go
as a
then,
wolf.
do it.
Rah.
Lish continues to be a wolf even in public when we're like not in combat. Really doesn't want to waste that wild shape charge.
I have 12 hit points left. I mean, I don't know how long it takes us to get back to the hotel. Probably drops.
We were
by
in the
time-
hotel.
by the time we settle.
Mhm.
And I just sit myself on the bed.
Getting dog hair all over the place.
No, I would say if it
Okay.
if it dropped, then I'd go and sit on the bed.
All right.
B, you haven't gone anywhere, have you?
No, yeah, I'm around. B is just kind of grimacing at the idea of eating a pigeon. but I don't have any words that could order something different, so she's just
I mean, to be
Pigeon
fair,
is-
Possibly
Tobias
Hawk's
will.
probably wondering the same thing.
Pigeon is actually delicious, guys. Like, is-
Tobias will
Yes.
look to Bea and ask her, "Would you like something different?"
Bea will nod.
Okay, I can get something for you. What's the menu here?
So there's the pigeon pot pie, of course. There's Tasha's hideous stew, which is your basic like meat and carrot stew. There's a rabbit and potato plate. There's crocodile steak and roasted bullywug legs. At least at this time of day. This is their dinner menu.
He'll list off the contents of different dishes. So like for the Tasha stew, he'll say basic meat and carrots. There's something with rabbit. There's something with bullywug. There's something with crocodile.
Bea will kind of think for a second, and she will say, "Meat and carrots," and then also in your voice, "Thank you kindly," and she'll smile.
No problem at all. Bea. I'll be back shortly. And Tobias will go down and get her some of Tasha's food.
Yeah, the Tasha's hideous stew, which it's not that hideous. It's a stew. It looks like
It's part of the name.
it's a play on the it's a play on the spell Tasha's hideous laughter. So it's just 5 copper pieces.
Sick.
And Bea will give the 5 copper pieces to Tobias.
Aw. Tobias will go get her stew and deliver it to her like she deserves.
Bea will repeat, "Thank you kindly."
When he passes it to her, he also starts by saying, I mentioned before about wanting to learn sign language and offering something in return. We saw one of the symbols earlier today, but I was wondering if, as a means of exchanging information, you would be interested in learning some hunter's cant. At least what some of the symbols may mean.
She'll nod. And then she'll somewhat exasperatedly say hang on, I gotta find it. I just have a big Discord channel where I write down everything that I feel like I might want to say.
Honestly, that's smart.
That's very smart.
She will say, "Look for a trap," and then she'll kind of like sigh, like not at you, just in general, like just the general vibe is like maybe that will help, like watch for traps next time so we don't get into that situation again.
We're all
He
getting
kind of laughs
roasted.
at. He chuckles a
You
little.
deserve to be roasted.
Yes. That I should have been a little more watchful, especially after seeing that there are symbols for danger and whatnot. May I see your journal momentarily?
Demir is going to sit down next to you guys. Like, are we doing another sign language lesson? Can I sit in?
She will hand you the book you made her and kind of tilt her head like, is this what you're after? And in the journal, it's not like she doesn't write down her thoughts in there really. It's she used
Yeah,
it
he was referring to the
to learn
to
some
the book.
spells from her god. We had some magic items that needed to be identified, so she wanted the book so she could pray to her deity for the ability to figure out what they were, basically. So the journal actually doesn't have words in it, it just has the information that would be in a wizard spell book of the identify spell.
Oh, okay. I assume
She
I
also
assume you
offers
don't want
some just
anyone else.
regular paper, if that's what
that
you
works too. That works too. I misunderstood what the book was for. My apologies.
No,
Yeah, he'll take the paper and then he will take a writing utensil. I assume that's a piece of charcoal that she uses to write, and he is going to draw the symbols that were drawn on the door was danger and traps, right?
Yes.
He's going to draw those two in the on the paper. So he'll draw those two, and he'll also label them. And then he points to this as like, these are the ones that we saw earlier today on the door. There is a variation. One important thing to note is there is a variation of the danger symbol, this one. And he points to the first one he drew. And it's being watched. And then he'll draw a third symbol. So I made a little paper key. I'll screenshot the little ones. Throw them your way. So B will have them. You can see them.
thank you.
Is it fine for me to do that, Igor?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Should
Just-
I roll to understand this?
Yes. Roll
Okay.
an intelligence check.
Or at least to memorize the symbols. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do. I got a 4.
You're trying to get it, but they look kind of just like pictures to you.
I mean, at least it's written down, so I can revisit it later
Yeah. I mean,
when it's
if
not
you-
in a distracting tavern.
it's written down. You'll be able to look at it more later, but if you were to say stumble upon these symbols out in the wild or whatever, you wouldn't necessarily recognize them instantly.
I feel like I've seen that somewhere before.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway, I'm not gonna check for traps.
B will do here. Let me just. B will do the sign for thank you, and she will say aloud, "Thank you."
You're very welcome. You're very welcome, B.
And I mean, it's always best when you're learning sign language to just learn the letters first. So if you don't know how to say something, you can spell it out. So the next thing she would do is probably to write on the piece of paper Tobias in all caps with space between the letters, and then just slowly sign it out so that he can see.
Now it's your
Demir
turn to
is-
roll an intelligence check.
I was gonna
Oh.
say, Demir is going to like kind of scooch up to you guys, like munching a little bit of pigeon pie and try and watch in on the lesson a little bit too, to try and
All right.
further her skills in sign language.
In that case, both of you roll intelligence checks.
That's a natural
Smile
one.
at Demir and then like kind of crinkle her nose at the pie.
In
does a
the way
bird-
that a bird person can.
How does a bird crinkle their nose?
Birds have sears.
What?
The little fleshy part at the base of their beak where their nostrils are.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I
So,
didn't know that.
Oh my god!
Demir, the angle is not right for you to be picking up any of this, and also this pigeon is really good.
Really good. I haven't had pigeons since I left my home. It's
He's just like silently like sneering, just like, how dare you?
Bee
probably my
doesn't
brother or
object
something.
conceptually to eating birds. Like we've been over this. Like just the fact that a bird is being eaten is not upsetting to Bee. Bee just like
She's probably
took
just like,
care of pigeons. So like
that, yeah.
it would be like eating a cat. It's just like I'm not really comfortable with that because I think of that as a friend and not as a food item.
That's totally fair.
Pigeons
yeah.
are friends, not
Not
food.
food.
Okay, I will, and it's a intelligence check for learning sign language, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I was trying to get the screen capture, and my mouse is like, it's being very, very mean to me.
It happens. I could grab it if you wanted.
I finally just got the last one.
Okay.
Yeah, I will take care of that. Okay. Intelligence. You can do this, Toby.
You're smart, Toby. I believe in you.
He's not. You got a 4. So that's a 6.
You get that this is the letter T.
Yeah!
Also, just a fun fact about the way that Bee signs. Usually, when you're saying a person's name, you'll spell it out because, you know, there's not always going to be a word for it and it'll be spelled whichever way. So, generally, a name would always be you spell it out. But when Bee is saying her own name, she does the sign for a B rather than BEE,
Makes
Aw.
sense. I see a bow.
which is,
Cranky baby.
by the way,
Also, should I put the
Gibby.
Hunter's Cant in just one of the the art and visuals channel on Discord,
Art
or
and
should I just send it
visuals.
straight to? Okay.
I'd say.
Makes sense. It is art that you created, and we are visualizing it.
Yeah. Oh, do it in order. There we go. That one. Send that one. No, that's not. Oh my god.
All right, there.
Sure. Cool. It only did 2. There we go. Please work. Please. Please.
Ooh,
There we go.
Ooh, nice.
Now it's all
those
posted.
look neat.
I like that.
The danger one, by the way, is the one you did see in your dream that time. And it was on all the walls of the buildings around you.
Yeah.
We still
Creepy.
haven't met any ginger ladies like in the dream, right? I don't think so.
Toby has
I mean-
not seen any to my knowledge.
Ginger people exist, but like I mean,
Dear
There-
God.
there's the tiefling woman that works downstairs, who is Sue Dryal's girlfriend, but her hair was more like red rather than ginger red. Also, the person in Toby's dream seemed shorter.
Also, Toby has not told anyone about the dream.
Mm-hmm.
And why is that?
Whoa!
Oh,
But regardless, Toby's probably tired. Probably gonna go to bed early. He's like, well, it was fun chatting with you, B, and learning some sign language and showing you some hunters camp. We can definitely continue this later. I'm gonna go pass out now.
I'm out.
I'm
And it just
fucking
falls over.
tired.
Have a good night.
fucking passes out from like
give an
such low hit
appreciative nod.
HP.
He was also like had his brain scrambled a bit. He was bleeding from the ears and nose and his eyes. He
Who
probably
needs-
like tried to clean it up, but it just ended up smearing his face, like across his face a little. It's just like, oh,
In power like extra
Yeah,
battle.
here we go.
Demir is going to take a cloth and clean off Toby's face a little bit before he goes to sleep.
Who needs thinking when you have stupid?
Exactly.
That's why we don't have any intelligence-based people in the party.
Does anyone have above average intelligence, period, in the party?
Hey, I am the designated intelligence person.
What
Wow.
qualifies as average intelligence?
Yeah.
10.
I have a 12.
Hawk's got 15.
Toby also has a 15.
15.
Nice.
Hey, intelligence, martial people, let's go.
Yeah.
He has 11.
High five, B. You and me.
Yay.
On the floor end.
I think Levy has a score of 11 on intelligence. Hang on.
You're so smart,
Hi,
though.
Felix. I didn't hear you answer.
Hi.
I'm not looking at the call.
Hi.
Hello.
I swear to God, I'm a living person who exists. Yeah, her
Oh,
speech
shit.
on Discord.
I forgot that you had a physical form over the week.
Yeah, y'all are just
Happens.
sitting
As ever, I
in
am
the
a ghost.
tavern in the room, vibing, eating pigeon.
Yeah, you want some of this hand-delivered pigeon pie?
It was
prob-
delivered, by the way, by the tiefling woman.
Wow.
Hawk's probably like attempting to be social or at least act like it by sitting at the bar, but he's not actually doing anything because
So Hawk
He's
went back
him.
downstairs.
I don't think he ever went upstairs, honestly.
Oh, so he
Fair
didn't
enough.
hear any of that? Because everybody else went upstairs.
I thought everyone else was at the bar.
Nope. everyone
Oh,
else-
well, I'm tired and confused, so never mind.
No, Demir grabbed some food and then everybody went upstairs.
Okay. Hawk's probably just like hanging out then. Just vibing.
Okay. Is if you're down at the bar,
I'm not, but I changed my mind.
okay.
I was confused as to where everyone was.
Yeah, everyone's upstairs.
Okay, everyone's upstairs.
What are y'all doing? Are people sleeping?
I'm
If no one else has anything,
Tobias has gone
probably.
to sleep.
Okay.
If nobody else has anything else, you should probably head to bed and sleep. Yeah.
All right.
I'm just taking a short rest.
Short
before
rest.
My date.
Okay.
Maybe not is a short rest really enough? Do we think? Because like those don't refresh spell slots, which is one of the things we need.
I mean, he's gonna sleep.
If we're back at the
But-
inn, we
Oh,
may as well
you,
take a
right.
long rest.
Yeah, but I think that Lish is just getting himself cleaned up before his date.
Ah, right.
Because he saw that other Eladrin who was delighted to see him. Decided to meet up after work. Is anyone doing anything in particular between now and Lish's date, or?
I need to think if there's anything Hawk wanted to do.
Not consider Toby out like a light.
Okay.
Ooh,
Getting brainwashed, it'll do that to you.
Yeah.
there's something I might want to talk to Demir about while Lish is gone, actually.
Okay.
Nothing scandalous, don't worry, Kenzie.
I mean, okay. I was going to go with him, but
Oh, okay, never mind. I wasn't sure, because...
I mean, if you
But-
want to
you're
pull her
good.
aside, you can.
Grab her.
Just grab her by the arm.
Maybe while Lish is getting ready, I'll do that then.
All right.
Grab her
Okay.
by the arm, hold her close, barista bomber.
Ziplex. Demi.
Yeah, just pick her up and haul her away.
Hawk taps Demir lightly on the shoulder. She panics, grabs him by the arm, and suplexes him despite him being like over 200 pounds.
I mean, but actually though.
Anyway.
I mean, hey, she won the arm wrestling contest. Anyway.
You pull Demir aside while Lish is getting
Hawk does actually like tap her shoulder and goes, Demir, do you have a moment?
I what?
I'm sorry?
Yes.
Oh, okay. There's been something I've been meaning to ask you about. I haven't had the chance, but that day, when we returned to Varhasa's chambers with Lord Fanon, you seemed distraught as well when he mentioned the date.
Yes.
Is there anything to that?
It's I'm out of sorts with the date. The Feywild isn't. Time works differently there. I thought it was a few months, a year at most, but it was 7.
Oh,
So it's a good thing. It's a good thing, actually.
right. I'd like to say that it's probably a little suspicious that Hawk, of all people, is asking you. And you have a feeling that he might has an ulterior motive to this. You might want to, like,
I,
poke at that.
are you also out of sorts?
That's a very good question. More than usual, I suppose, could be an answer. You say you jumped forward, right? In a
I
sense.
think.
Hawk sort of like looks down a little bit, like considering his words, and then he looks back at you. I think I jumped back.
Did you?
When Thanon said the date, with 1837, that I remember it being much later, but I don't know how much. I can't remember.
Before you found us,
Yes.
before you woke up with that drawing in your cloak.
Yes.
That is odd. Do you remember the date?
Every time I've tried, like that day, that struck me as odd. And I tried to remember, but nothing came.
Hmm. And you didn't stumble into the Feywild.
I have a feeling I would remember that, but then again,
You do
Besides,
actually
if
have
the-
to make
if-
a save to see if you remember going to the Feywild.
not to mention that if you were there and you jumped forward, I don't see why I would move backward.
There's a lot I do not know about it.
Oh, you know more than me.
Then we are in trouble.
Makes
I
you say
never-
that?
I don't know very much at all.
Hmm.
Well, see if you can remember. I guess. I don't know what else there is for it.
I guess I'll have to try harder then. Hawk just sort of like does the Irish thing and leaves instead of closing the conversation.
Okay, bye.
And I walk away.
Demir just kind of like, okay.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
See you around.
Okay then, bye.
Okay, bye.
Oh.
If Hawk had more personality, he'd probably like snap her finger gun or something as backing away.
Yeah, so that's food for thought. I am going to go and rejoin where Lish is and just, it's almost 9.
He's just been like kind of zoning out on the bed, just kind of chilling, and you coming over kind of makes him come to a little bit. Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Don't get used to me keeping track of things for you. I'm not your mother.
I didn't ask you to.
You did.
I don't remember that. He kind of grins at you a little bit, just like,
You're just like, this man.
he's just like, got a date. Like he finds it funny. It's not really a date.
So when you guys head downstairs, as sort of to be expected at this point in the evening, the inn tavern whatever is it's more empty than it had been earlier. This is a place for more like after work drinks. All the people that are looking to get hammered or have moved elsewhere at this point in the evening. So there's plenty of places to sit. But what catches your eye is there's Sudrael, the Eladrin, sitting at one of the tables with the light blue tiefling with the poofy curly red hair. They're sitting there chatting, waiting for you guys to show up.
Great. I will go on over and greet him with a smile.
Oh, hello. It's good to see you again. I'm really glad that we're doing this.
You're off work now?
I am, yes. In the tiefling, she kind of waves and says, "Hello, it's nice to see you."
And what was your name?
Oh, my name is Delight, and she kind of holds out her hand.
Takes it. And sit down with them. I don't know if Demir is gonna be all sitting down, or
Are you
Yeah,
sitting
it's-
down, or are you being the bodyguard?
Demir will sit down as well across from Delight.
Delight holds her hand out to you two, and she says, "Nice to meet you."
It's a delight.
And she beams like you got the joke.
And Demir.
And Sudrael holds his hand out to you too. You can call me Sudrael.
Sudrael.
It's so nice to meet you guys. Where did you guys say you were from? You're passing through town. I know you said.
Well, we started in the one town. What is the name of the town?
You started out in Opius.
Opius,
But if you wanted to go even further, you started out in a field near Trio.
Sure, we'll give them the entirety of our backstory. No, let's say we've traveled from Opius.
Oh, I've never been to Opius. I've heard it's really nice there. I've heard that there's like a big library or something. Is it nice there?
It's quite nice. The library is massive.
You'll get mauled by lake octopi.
We'll get attacked on the lake.
Yeah. Go out on the lake, fight some monsters,
Have you two lived in Uvila your whole lives, or?
Oh, well, I'm actually from up north. I live in Royas, and Sudrael says, I've actually lived in Uvila most of my life at this point.
Right, you had mentioned. And you met here, or?
We did, yes. And he kind of, you notice, he puts his hand over Delight's. I had started working at the inn ages ago, and when she moved here, she was looking for employment, and we sort of just hit it off. And you notice that they are both drinking cups of milk.
Oh, cute. Delight looks like a straight tiefling, doesn't have any like mixed blood or anything.
No, she looks like a tiefling. I'll tell you what, roll an insight check or perception, either way.
All right, let's see. I think they're the same. Yeah, same thing. 13.
That's annoying for me.
So Demir, you don't really notice anything. Lish, you pick up on the fact, you notice that she's drinking milk, and she doesn't seem to have any Fae blood to her. So she probably could be drinking alcohol. Why isn't she drinking alcohol?
In support.
She's pregnant.
Well, There's that.
It's just your kind of line of thinking, like, oh, okay, gotcha.
I see. How sweet.
Solidarity.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. They don't like, well, I mean, I guess Eladrin can do whatever the fuck they want, but
The way that, if you're wondering about, like, children with tieflings works, there's a good chance that the child will also be a tiefling. But
probably. Tiefling's got that dominant gene.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the
Tiefling
thing
is
with
the dominant
tieflings is
gene.
that it's like an indeterminate number of generations ago there was like a demon involved. So like, why would adding another generation change that?
yeah, they can just show up. They can be a direct result of a fiendish relationship with one of the parents. But like, could be a tiefling, could be a half elf. You don't know until it's born.
Yeah, I
And
mean, I feel
sometimes you
like-
don't even know until puberty.
I feel like when elves are mixing bloodlines, the elf genes tend to get pushed way down under like other dominant traits.
Oh my god, Avery, you had to say that. Now I'm just imagining just like how much more awkward it would be if during puberty you suddenly had a pair of horns grow in.
I
Yeah.
have a character like that in the back of my head.
Those
Like,
that
oh, wait.
poor teeth.
Now,
Middle
now-
school is bad enough.
horns are growing in, my feet are turning into hooves, and my skin is changing color. This is
You
fun.
gotta
What the
watch
fuck is going
Dimension
on?
20 Fantasy High, because that's literally a character.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Puberty's real awkward for tieflings.
I can imagine.
I mean,
God.
in my head, horns don't grow in until puberty for tieflings anyway.
Sure.
So it's just
Fair.
It would definitely make birthing a little difficult.
that was my thinking.
In my
But-
mind, baby tieflings have little nubby horns like
Nubs.
baby goats.
Lore
That makes
aside.
Yes,
This is
let's
mostly
continue.
unrelated, but at the zoo, we had baby goats that we were bringing up, and one of them, she had her horns growing in, and she liked giving people fist bumps. Like if you held out your fist to her, she would give you a little gentle headbutt on your fist.
That's adorable. Anyway, the campaign.
Anyway, Lish figures out that that Delight is pregnant.
Congratulations. I don't say that. Because that's a little weird, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, you don't want to be rude. She's kind of chubby anyway, so.
You don't want to guess.
You never ask a woman if she's pregnant. You wait until she tells you.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So after that mind palace moment, it's like, well, I did, based on our previous conversation that we'd had, I was a little bit curious to find out a little bit more about how you came to the prime material plane. You said that your parents had taken you.
Oh
over.
yes, my mother actually had family here, which is why we chose the material plane. To be honest with you, she was getting some attention from a satyr that she had repeatedly told to back off and didn't. And she felt uncomfortable enough with a toddler around his presence that she decided to move elsewhere.
Well, that is quite understandable.
And that
Satyrs.
satyrs, they you remember Garmelie.
Yeah, there's a lot of that energy.
Yeah. I mean, they are a free-loving folk.
Yes.
And aren't necessarily the type to you know how in romantic comedies when the guy's like super persistent and that makes the girl eventually fall for him, kind of that whole culture.
Yeah.
Wish can't relate at all. Has no idea what you're talking about. So does your mother still live on the prime material plane, or did she go back?
She went back eventually. I haven't heard from her for a while, but she is living with my uncle at the moment.
May I ask how she traveled back and forth between the planes?
I think she got the help of a druid.
A druid. Here
A
on
druid.
the prime material plane?
Well, I mentioned my uncle. He is skilled in a way that allows him to sometimes travel back and forth. Not often, but sometimes.
Is he a Eladrin?
He
Or-
is, yes.
I see. Is he with one of the courts?
My mother and uncle are more inclined to be with the summer court, and you would know that the tribes of Eladrin, they will sometimes move back and forth, but mostly stick with a particular one. But
Sure.
they're free roaming.
Yeah. Okay. Are you able to get in contact with them?
Not myself, I'm afraid. I mean, we have a life here, Delight and I.
Mm-hmm.
We
Certainly.
visit for holidays sometimes, but
Well, just to be frank, I myself am looking for a path back to the Winter Court in the Feywild. I've been stuck here, as it were, for quite some time. I'd like to be able to go home, and it's just been difficult finding anybody that's able to move between the planes.
well, I mean, I don't know too much about moving between the planes. I only know what my mother told me. Mostly, as I said, my uncle can do it sometimes. I've heard of powerful wizards, I suppose. And at this point, Delight kind of pipes up. I've read about like this magic item that if you put it on the floor, it can act like a hole between the planes. I don't know. I've only read about it.
Well, I am sure that there are other ways of getting through with various magic items. I don't currently have the ability to access such things. I am curious, though, if perhaps your family, if there was a way to reach them, might be able to help.
Well, I've heard that beyond the help of powerful mages or what have you, one wanders in the woods of Ahawi to the west, they could may find themselves accidentally the Feywild.
I unfortunately cannot just take a chance and leave it up to circumstance.
You never know who you'll run into that way.
Or what you'll run into.
It can be dangerous, I'm sure.
Oh, it certainly is.
Well, I mean, the best I can figure is perhaps going to... You said you were from Opius? Maybe the mage there? It might help with in the library could help. Otherwise, to the north, of course, there's Royus, and Delight says, yes, there's the mage's school there. You could probably find someone to help out, I suppose.
If you're concerned about your family or not getting any kind of payment, I can promise you that once I get back home, I'd be able to grant you any kind of boon that you'd like.
Well, you said you were going to the Winter Court?
Yes.
And Sidriel kind of like...
But, I mean, if I can just get across the barrier, I can find my way there.
I've heard that things are sort of strange around the Winter Court these days.
Strange how?
I don't know much about it. Last time my mother came to visit, she just mentioned something about a new queen or something.
How long ago did your mother last visit?
To be honest with you, about a month ago, actually.
She's saying
Demir does laugh a little bit at that, like into her cup. Just
I've heard that this queen, she something about a coup, actually taking over, a change of hands in some way.
Right. Well, did they say anything else about it aside from that?
Not really. She mostly said it in passing.
Right.
must have been quite the scandal.
And as I said, we're my family is mostly associated with the summer court, but from what I hear, yes, this new queen, she is harsh in a way, from what I hear, but other than that. But what tribe do you hail from originally?
No tribe, just here and there.
Must have been lonely.
No. But when you're in the winter court, I suppose anyone from the summer might find such an existence lonely. But there's always life buried under the snow.
No, I mean, I don't mean to imply otherwise. I just mean based on the tales that my mother told me of her time with with her own tribe. It is a sort of everyone knows everyone sort of situation. So I figure being something of a hermit in the Feywild, it must have been quiet.
Yes, sometimes. Apologies. This news about this coup is rather upsetting for someone who has been away for some time to hear.
Well, I'd imagine so. If you have family, you must want to check on them.
All the more reason to get back and get back quickly. There are things to be set right.
I'm sorry I can't help much more. As I said, I would look around the Katia Institute. I heard that there might be someone that and Delight says, there's someone there that teaches extra planner studies there. They might be able to help.
You wouldn't happen to know of any powerful Fey spirits in this area around the city or on this side of the continent?
Well, actually, up to the north, there's rumored to be a powerful spirit of some kind in the Adayi forest.
Let me look at the map. Where is that?
That's up to the north. It's up in the unclaimed lands.
Is that, yeah, in that the dark place where the light does not touch?
Well, I mean, there's the forest itself, and then there's a huge section of the forest that was burned down.
Right, okay. In the burnt part?
Well, I mean, it's all part of the same forest. But
Right.
recently there was this devastating forest fire. And you would know, I'm pretty sure I mentioned before, many of the smaller Fae kind of fled back to the Feywild, but some of the more powerful Fae stayed to try to help rebuild the forest.
Okay. You don't happen to know if it's a certain part of the forest that this spirit lies in? Was it in the part that burned?
Well, I mean, my knowledge is only based on rumor, but the forest itself is this Fey creature stomping ground in a way. The whole thing, so it can travel wherever, I suppose.
A spirit, Avery, a spirit like that powerful, would I know of them in more specific? If they were like the spirit of that forest, would I have some gleaning knowledge?
I mean, you would know of them, but they traveled to the material plane such a long time ago, and they weren't really part of your court.
Yeah.
That you're like, oh yeah, that guy.
I have a passing knowledge of many things.
Yes, exactly.
I have approximate knowledge of many things.
You've been around for a long time.
Right.
You've been around for a long time. This creature, whatever it is in the forest for a long time. That's their home.
Right. That's good to know. he seems to like kind of have withdrawn just a bit and like become very thoughtful, kind of thinking over everything that they've said.
Mhm.
Just kind of seems to sit on that for a bit.
And Delight will turn towards Demir at this point and say, so where are you from? Did you say, were you also from Opius, or?
No, not originally. I'm from further south. But for all intents and purposes, we started in Empire.
He's gonna roll something real quick. Yeah, no, she doesn't recognize your accent. That must be nice. So you travel around a lot?
A little. Not as much as I had hoped, but we're getting there.
It must be so much fun to see such different places.
It is, actually.
I've always wanted to go to Elysia myself, but I mean they don't usually let tieflings there. That's okay though.
Yeah. I'm checking my notes, trying to make sure I don't. Elysia, I'm not familiar.
Elysia is supposed to be this utopia.
Actually, I do. Sorry.
My
notes are very scattered.
I gotcha. It's supposed to be like this utopia. It's a perfect paradise, and with intellectuals and all sorts of really wonderful things to see there. It's supposed to be perfect, practically in every way. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. It's supposed to be famous.
No, sounds stuffy and awful, and not a place I would want to go to.
I thought you liked libraries.
Well, it's not just libraries, actually.
It's a forum for the intellectual.
Well, in a way, it's a tropical island, so I hear. It actually has the highest ratio population of Azamar.
What draws them to that island, I wonder?
Well, there's supposed to be something magical about it that means that they're just born there more often.
Huh. Interesting.
But isn't it the imperfections in life that makes life worth living?
I suppose. I mean, well, you hear about people that are discarded from Elysia because they're not perfect in one way or another. But I mean, I think it would just be nice just to visit at some point.
Possibly.
It sounds like a place that might be enjoyable for you.
I mean, it's supposed to be like a resort in a way. So I hear. I mean, I as I said, I'm not allowed to go there, but it's super expensive, even if I were able to afford it. But it's supposed to be really nice.
I'm curious why you two haven't whet your adventurer's palate yet.
Sudrael says, "Well, I mean, we've got a baby on the way, so one can never be too careful. I think now would probably be a difficult time, but maybe when we're older, the child is older."
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And they're both like beaming. They're both really very happy to become parents.
Inshallah, it will be an easy birth.
Were there any other topics you wanted to blast through, or do you just make idle chit chat through the rest of the evening?
I think just kind of like talking to them about their lives a little bit, and relaxing the conversation until we can just say, good night. And
yeah, I mean, basic chit chat. They seem like very nice people. They're nice people. They're working in an inn. They're not really aspiring to too much.
Right.
So, they're just people.
Yeah, and eventually we'll just excuse ourselves and say like, oh, you should go to bed early day in the morning.
Yeah. So it's chill evening. I assume you guys head to bed for the evening.
I think Lish is gonna probably go for a run rather than settling down.
All right.
And eventually, for like the last 4 hours, I'll go out for like 4 hours, see if I can get some hunting done. Fucking just beat the fuck out of like a tree or some small animal. Frustration.
Gonna pick a fight with some squirrels.
Yeah, basically.
Lish is just like brooding. He hears a squirrel chitter in the canopy. He's just like, "You want to go?"
He's like fucking pissed. Like Demir might be able to like see like under his calm, like he's like very upset after this conversation, and so he needs to blow off some steam, and then I'll come back and sleep for 4 hours and chill.
Anyone else doing anything?
Imagine most of us are just sleeping, unless
Sleeping. Bee's got 1 hit point. Bee is taking a long rest.
oh.
All
I
right.
have no idea. I have no real idea of what shape Levy is in, so I'm assuming she's sleeping off whatever the fuck is happening.
Levy went unconscious, I'm pretty sure, like the rest of them. So.
She also saw Erin get knocked on his ass twice. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Levy's at 7 hit points according to her roll 20. So.
Hey,
Yeah,
same.
She's gonna go like pass the
Hour
hell out,
nap,
checking on
yeah.
everybody when she has the energy for
I
it.
imagine like Hawk just sort of like took a seat near Toby and just like powered off, conked out in his chair, just like motionless. You're pretty sure someone turned him off.
Erin's
night,
T
Hawk.
posing at Hawk again. All right. So, next morning comes to you all. Does anyone do anything in the morning, or do you guys head back to the burned house?
Burned house.
Boom, boom,
We should
boom.
finish
Yeah, I'm all ready
business.
to go to the burned house.
Let's finish our investigation.
Okay.
Aaron was here. Levy would fuss over him, but
Erin is not here, unfortunately.
You can
Messed
fuss
up.
over him still.
So,
We've traded Devin for Felix. That's how it be.
Equivalent exchange.
oh my god! Nobody perform rituals.
So, you guys head back to the burned house. Now, here's a question for you guys. When you guys left the previous day, did any of you replace the boards that were blocking the door?
Yeah, I would have insisted that we lock it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, Flish and B, you guys sort of notice out of the corner of your eye that that one of the boards that had been placed over the door by you guys yesterday seems to be in a slightly different position than it had been when you guys left.
Someone touched my hairbrush. It's 10 inches to the left.
Uh-huh.
You will say in Iren's voice, keep your wits about you. And point to the board that's kind of different.
Someone should check for traps. It's not gonna be me.
Toby will check for traps.
As will Hawk. 2 different rolls. I think the same modifier.
Roll
Probably.
intelligence. You can both roll individually, or one of you can roll with advantage.
I don't trust my dice select. Mackenzie, how are you feeling?
Well, I rolled.
Okay. Do you want to roll again? Or do you want me to roll?
I mean, I rolled a 15, so.
I'm just gonna roll. In additionally then.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an 18. Plus 2, so 20.
All right. So when examining it, you kind of carefully push the door open. You notice that there isn't a trap per se, but there are more flowers.
More flowers.
Why are there more flowers here?
Where?
Demir, did you
Right
sneak
at the
back in
front
here
door.
and go to town with the
They're
wand?
they're in a cluster sort of by the front door. If someone wants to make another intelligence check, they can.
Just a straight intelligence.
I will
Just
do
to
that.
try and figure out what the deal is.
Or
That's a
rolling for me.
9.
That's a 16 for me.
Let's see what I get.
Knocked into my keyboard. I'm not sure whether or not I want to keep this 8.
That's gonna be a 4 for me.
Seems
That's-
like it could be another sort
10
of
for me,
alarm.
unless you want to disqualify it because it knocked against a keyboard. But that seems petty.
Natural 1. I'm not even sure they're flowers, to be honest.
B
Those
notices
flowers
the
looking kinda
flowers,
sus.
and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I love flowers so much." She
Are
takes
the
and
flowers,
tucks it
like-
into
Mood?
feathers.
I
Are they
forgot
in the
there
way
were
of the
flowers to
door?
begin with. So I was just like, oh yeah, the dandelions.
Did anyone get above a 15?
No.
I got 13.
I did.
Wow, everyone in the party is stupid.
Demir gets to live. So Demir, you kind of see the flowers here and put 2 and 2 together. You're like, oh, this is what I did yesterday. Someone is checking to see, someone put these flowers here to see if they're going to be disturbed the next day.
It's the same trap that we did.
Someone saw what the flowers that Levy and I left upstairs, and they don't have the ability to make traps, so they're trying to see if someone disturbs them.
A
Should we go-
druid or someone else with a flower thing.
Is Demir going to share this information?
Yes, I am.
Okay, just checking.
So, someone's been here and wants to know if we're here too.
Should we try a different entrance? We can't really get in through
There
this entrance without
isn't
disturbing the
one.
flowers, can we?
You
Oh.
can try and jump over them.
What kinds
I
of
am going to pull out my wand of flowers and
I-
just like,
We can regrow them if we need to.
yeah.
Good point.
what kinds of flowers are they?
Dandelions too, I think. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong.
These ones are English daisies.
Ooh.
Can I make a dex check and see
Is
if
that
we
an
can just, like-
anachronism?
Maybe.
Wouldn't they be like
Oh, they're the daisies that we usually like to
Lenixian
see.
daisies or what have you?
It's a fantasy world. We can have English daisies.
Also, English daisies are a real flower.
They are. Did you distrust me?
Have them on my arm.
I
No,
knew. I
I
thought they
did.
were a
I'm
real
just
flower. I just
gonna-
wanted to see what they looked like.
Levy's
Questioning the
gonna-
existence of England in this fantasy setting.
Is Levy gonna try and dodge the flowers?
Yeah, might as
Honestly,
well.
that's big,
Okay.
big energy.
Roll a acrobatics check.
Oh, bitchin'. Yeah. Come on, Levy. That's a total of 19.
Hey.
Good job.
All right. Yeah, you are able to jump over the flowers and you land near the wreckage of the dead carpet.
Levy does a sick kickflip.
Yeah, actually. This
Should
isn't a wolf anymore, though.
should we check for magic or traps, maybe?
Should I do detect magic again? I don't think we'll probably see anything else. But
Magic in the same places, or
to give myself a long rest here.
oh, I should probably also give myself a long rest. I'm still at 7 HP.
All right, there we go.
Oops,
All right.
there we go.
So yeah, I will cast detect magic at first level. Pew, 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 and see what I sense.
There's still the glows of magic down below.
There's no other magic on the upper levels. We got everything.
Not at all.
Okay.
Nothing seems to have really been disturbed.
And remind me what the magic types are that were in the basement.
There's conjuration, mainly,
Okay. No,
and,
there's,
and evocation.
but there's nothing new. No, there's nothing else. in
Nothing
here.
new.
Nothing's changed.
All right.
Nothing's changed. There's just the flowers.
Let's head back to that
Let's-
trapdoor then.
Yeah, let's
If
look and
magic's
see
not
if
back
it
up there,
was-
then we shouldn't need to worry about it exploding on us again.
See if the flowers were disturbed.
Indeed.
He's gonna quietly hum, and by hum, I mean perfectly replicate the spooky violin music from the carriage.
Tobias just like looks to her with pleading eyes. Why?
So
Oh no.
you guys head back upstairs and you're able to climb.
Like trying not to disturb the daisies, maybe.
Okay, roll acrobatics checks then.
Yeah, I think all of us are trying to not disturb the daisies.
I mean, if we do, we can just go them back. They'll be
That's
different.
a 17
slightly,
for
but-
me.
Acrobatics, you say?
Okay. Demi, you're
17
good.
for me as well.
Tobias, you're good.
14.
That's a 9 for me.
13.
Okay, so everyone's good except for B. B
Oh,
jumps and she kind of trods on them a little bit towards the back. But it's okay. No one will notice, probably.
Question: would Tobias, when she jumps and sees that she's not going to make it, could he pick her up and lift her the rest of the way?
She already rolled that for it, I'm afraid.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
it would have been a great mental image, but
Can I use can I grow some more daisies to kind of spruce them up a little bit
Sure,
where they look collapsed?
go for it.
I'll just do that. I'll just
Regrow some daisies.
I'm just druid crafting more daisies.
All right. And you guys
I'm
head Oh, you guys head back upstairs, or what are you doing, Demir?
Yeah.
Before we head up, just kind of like near the doorway, I'm going to use the wand of flowers and grow some lemon geranium.
Okay.
And then head on up.
All right. You guys head back up. Things look largely undisturbed. The bookshelf is there with the bookshelf is there with no books on it because Levy took them all, except for Tusk Love, which Demir has. And then there are still like the bright neon blue dandelions on top of the carpet.
So then
All
maybe
right.
There's also
Maybe
still
our-
the wreckage of the demon harp right there.
it seems our mystery Daisy person saw this and didn't interfere, but wanted to know if we came back.
Do the dandelions upstairs seem disturbed?
They
Nope,
don't.
they're still there. They're still bright blue.
Well,
Down the hatch.
Alicia's, yeah, gonna go.
Quite literally.
All right.
I think Toby or I should go down first.
Yes.
Don't die.
I'll go.
Well, believe me, I'll try not to.
Tobias will go first. Can I guess, like, as Tobias goes down and stuff, can he try to be quiet on the ladder?
Sure.
Slash-
Roll stealth.
He's gonna join in that. Where's his stealth modifier? Close his character sheet.
Levy's
That's an
gonna-
8.
Levy's gonna stare down the trap door after them, like, don't die, don't die, don't die. Like, just, oh.
Please let there not be a rude warding on the one run.
Levy
Please
saying
let-
that, it makes Tobias a little nervous. His hands start sweating. He slips on one of the rugs and just makes a loud clunk as he grabs it.
She's
He's
not even
"Oh."
saying anything. She's just watching them quietly, like,
It's the pressure, the mental pressure.
15.
Aura of
Tobias
stress.
has performance anxiety.
Tobias, what did you get?
8.
8. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're doing your best, but like the ladder is kind of creaky. You get down there and you can clearly tell that this is where the fire started. I'm going to drag you guys over. I'm just
Oh
gonna-
no. My eyes are immediately drawn to the center of the room. We were making Full Metal Alchemist jokes earlier, and yet
I know. You
I
see a conjuration circle in the middle of the room, along with 2 badly burned bodies.
oh,
Can I
dear.
sense where the magic is? Or, yeah, can I sense where the magic is coming from?
You are getting some pings of magic from this little chest in the corner. There's, of course, this conjuration circle. And there are a couple of pings of magic on the dead bodies.
Nothing from
Also-
the suit of armor.
There's something little and small in the left boot of the suit of armor.
Ooh. It's conjuration from the bodies as well.
From the bodies and the circle.
Cool.
Evocation boot. Evocation boot.
Yeah, so I tell that to them, to everyone.
Be wary of that circle then. I'm going to go check that chest. I don't take it
Careful, there's
anyone-
something in the chest too, or it is
There,
chest.
as
Hawk
you can see,
raises
there's
one.
various clumps of like semi-burned papers and burned bookshelves too. along the
In
wall.
response to Lish, Hawk raises one arm and taps one of his bracers, which Lish remembers from the caravan and can likely see now are magical.
Okay, what does that mean to me?
Spells aren't the only things that give off magic auras.
No, I know. I'm just saying be careful.
Right.
So to confirm, there's a treasure chest that has of something magical of some sort in it, and then there's a suit of armor that has something magical in the boot.
Yes.
Yes.
And then there's,
Okay.
of course,
And then
the
there's, of course, the
circle.
magic sigil.
We're level 5, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to kind of see if I can pick up some of the pieces of paper and kind of like try and piece together what they were.
Okay. So I assume you moving there. Hawk, I'm gonna move you back here because as
Oop.
you stand there, the bodies start to glow a little bit. They glow
He just
green.
stops dead in his tracks.
They're
It wasn't
glowing
me, I swear.
green, specifically around the heads.
Are they?
And you notice, as you're realizing this, the skulls of the skeletons burst into flames.
Gross.
These guys!
So I'm gonna have peeps roll for initiative.
I'm sorry.
All of us?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, unless
Yay.
you don't think you're gonna help fight them.
I mean,
Levy just sits this one out.
23.
That
Alright.
wasn't right.
17 for me.
26 for Tobias, and
Hey.
then
I got 8, which is
I
the
got a
highest
rock.
roll I've had today, by the way.
Aw. I got a rock.
15,
Also a 21.
I got a dirty 20.
Hey, I roll club. Let's go.
And then Tobias, what did you get for Erin?
When I clicked it, it rolled 2. So one was 6, and then one was like a nat 20 with 21. So looking at it, I think they left their thing on roll with advantage. So let me try again when it has that toggled off.
Are we talking about the
19.
All right.
I don't know why that's on by default. It's such a weird option.
And then I'm putting these guys on the same initiative because that's easier for me.
Hey.
All right. So Tobias, Hawk is starting to make his way over to the chest when the skulls of what you assume are the dead magic students burst into flames and start to rise up.
Well, this is awkward. Oh my god, if I could just move some of this shit out of the way. There we go. Jesus Christ. Toby is going to pull out his longbow. Use his bonus action to do Crimson Right. So let me do this roll with these 6. So he'll take 3 points of damage. Come on, there we go. And he's gonna go for the one that's on the right, that's closest to Hawk.
Okay.
First shot is 16.
That hits.
Okay. I will do the damage for that. That goes like 10 damage for that first shot. Now for the second shot.
All right.
That's gonna be 26.
That definitely hits. And is this on against the same one?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't want to roll 2. That'll be 9.
Okay. All right. Do you move at all, or is that your turn?
He's gonna stay where he is.
Oh, and how much of that? You said you activated your Crimson Right, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much of that damage for each of them was the lightning damage?
For the first one, it was 5 damage, and for the second one, it was 2.
Okay.
They're resistant, aren't they?
I'm not saying anything. Lish.
These creatures, do they seem like, does it seem like it's a magical effect on these skulls, or does it seem like they're now creatures in and of themselves? Does it seem like a dispel magic might have an effect?
It seems like they are undead.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to conjure animals at
Okay.
3rd level, and I'm going to summon to me 2 dire wolves.
All right.
Pom pom.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna use the dire wolf you
Yeah.
drew.
Give me 2 more. And I'm going to use my bonus action to into a dire wolf myself.
All right. Just a
And
The
second.
pack has arrived.
Making sure that you can control these guys.
I don't. Let me see. I believe I can make them attack when I summon them. Roll initiative for the summoned creatures as a group, which has its own turns. Or I could just do it on my turn to command them.
I
Whatever you
mean,
want to do.
let's have them have initiative. They're also called Lish, but that's fine.
It's okay. We'll just have to keep track
roll
of which
for
one's
them.
actually me. Should I?
Yeah.
Can we put
Well,
like a marker?
yours is the one that looks like a person.
Huh?
So what do they look like? Or what's their initiative?
Oh, yeah. Let me roll their initiative. It's a 14.
All
I
right.
don't think they have any ads, so.
Fish can never be lonely if each can just summon wolves out of nowhere, if you think about it.
Okay.
Hooray.
Well, friends.
Cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then movement. Can I move them when I move? Or no, they're gonna.
They will move on their turn. So you can move yourself. And you're this one.
I'm going to pull myself
Idea,
up.
you might want to mark yourself with just like an icon.
Yeah, could you mark actually the two sub wolves? Let me see if I can do it.
Here, I can do. They can be blue.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Blue!
I'm gonna just
You did it.
move myself. Growling, trying
Okay.
to be intimidating.
All right. Are you rolling for intimidation, or are you?
I mean,
They're undead. I don't think it'll have much of an effect.
Oh, no.
also, like, I don't know if you could use a regular action if the summon spell was allegedly used for that.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm not trying to
Okay.
do it as an
Yeah.
action of any kind. I'm just being growly.
Just thinking. Right. Hawk's gonna enshadowfy his first arrow and arch it at this guy over here.
And what kind of damage is that?
Psychic if it hits and it fails to save. But first I need to actually hit. How's a 22 look?
That misses, actually.
Whoa, really?
No. It
Okay.
hits.
Yeah, okay, I had a feeling. That's 9 piercing, and then Shadow Arrow. Oh yeah, the wisdom save isn't for the damage, it's for the blind. So that's 6 psychic on top of the 9 piercing for a total of 12 and 15.
All right.
And if it's still alive, which it likely is,
Yes, it is.
it needs to make that DC 13 wisdom save or be
All right.
blinded.
That's a natural 20.
Damn, okay. And I'm going to put my second shot into the other one.
Okay.
Hang on, let me read this. Okay. And I'm actually going to take a -5 penalty on this with sharpshooter feat. Whop. Take 5 away from that, that's a 22.
Okay.
And then that's an extra 10 damage, so 18.
All right. 18 damage to the one closest to you.
Yes. All right, and that's his turn. He's gonna he's gonna back up a bit near Irin.
Okay. Levy.
Yes.
See the measurements. Demir has a plan.
Alrighty. Let's see. Might just go for the classic. Actually. If I were to move here, would the enemies be lined up appropriately?
Move where?
So if you're gonna here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
Wait.
Oh, that's 25 feet. You can make that.
Yeah. How many flammable things are around?
Well, I mean, there's the
various-
entire house, but it's burned already.
There's the
Couple
various
papers.
bits and paper around the area left by the students.
Do it. Do it.
Stop!
We're excited. I'm sorry.
Yeah, alright. Fuck it. Levy's gonna kinda hustle across the room here. And has some good old lightning bolt.
Woo!
Woohoo! More lightning.
That's a
So-
saving throw for them, right?
Yeah, that is a dexterity.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll for this guy first.
Okay.
Oh, that's 18 plus whatever. And a 17 plus whatever for guy number 2. So they take half damage
Okay.
on top
Bastards.
of their resistance. so roll full damage.
Full?
Yeah, roll the full damage, and then I'll do the math from there.
Oh, okay. Cool. Let's get one more. You'll have to see it.
So many die.
Okay. Now I have to do math. So that's a total of 25.
Okay,
Hey,
so
big zip.
that would be 12 damage, but then they're resistant to lightning, so that's 6 damage.
Wait, how did you do that math?
So, 25 to make it easier, that would, since they both made their saves,
Right.
that would be 12 damage.
Uh-huh.
All divided by half again because they're resistant to lightning.
Ah, god damn it.
That's a huge
Bastards.
feels bad. Oh well.
Bastards. Honestly, how dare they? How dare they?
How dare they be the enemies they are
Extremely
and have
disrespectful.
resistance? Don't you know that having lightning resistance is extremely rude in this modern day?
Don't they know that Levy's being a badass? They
Yeah,
should
I
just
was gonna
lie
have a
down and die.
moment. Come on now. How very dare you?
I was trying to figure out a good enemy for this final room. I'm like, oh hey, you know what? Flame skulls make sense for what I'm doing here.
Yeah, no, we're not bashing you. We're just bashing the
Hey.
flame skulls, technically.
Erin's turn.
Speaking of bashing flame skulls,
Okay.
or not Toby time, Erin time.
If I could look at. Nope. I don't want to see Toby's stats. No. I don't want to see Toby's stats. Go away. Jesus Christ. Okay, so we can 30.
Oh my gosh, a kitty.
Kitty, it's a Matisse.
A friend?
The kitty.
Baby time.
Which of the skulls is
I wish
looking
I
worse,
saw a
left or
cat.
right?
Oh, which one is which?
Which one's
What?
looking worse? I think.
Yeah.
Or
Or are they about the same?
about the same, but this gentleman is a little bit. It seems to have more cracks in it. So
Yeah, I rolled more damage on the one closer to Hawk, so that one's looking weaker, probably.
Okay.
Sharpshooter more, honestly. It's a great feat, and I have not been using it.
I'm gonna have Aaron. No. Oh my god. I'm gonna have Aaron rage.
all right. So the
Givens.
ghost of Arild appears behind him when he starts to rage.
Sick.
Ghost party.
Me and my ghost, we're gonna go fight the skull on the left.
Okay.
Or Aaron and his ghost are gonna go fight the ghost on the left. Okay. Gonna hack at it with the battle axe. So that's gonna be 12.
That misses.
Okay. Second round, baby. That's gonna be a 12 again.
That also misses.
Oh no.
Son of a bitch!
I can just imagine the skull like bobbing around for just each of his strikes, doing like the Wind Waker flaming skull.
Aaron's bad rolling curse apparently does not just apply to
It's attached to
Devin.
the character, not the person.
So
Okay, then that's all Aaron can do.
Little did we know Aaron's fucking cursed.
So here's the thing. I would like everyone, including all dire wolves, to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Hey, my main stat.
Is it something that's visible, like a trap or a spell?
19.
It's a spell, yes.
Okay, so Aaron will have advantage on that.
12.
I got a nat 20 plus 1.
Hey.
Okay.
21.
That's okay. So Aaron got a 15, and then Toby. Just to double check. you have anything, my dude? No? Then fucking die.
What are you
Oh,
looking
I'm just checking to make sure because I can't remember if Toby has anything. I don't think he does. Yeah, okay. I was right. He doesn't have anything. Toby got a 9.
Oh, I mean, so did I. If that makes
Okay.
you feel better.
So,
Mine's a 12.
My wolves, one got a 17, one got a 14, and I got a 20.
okay.
Nice.
Anyone who got a 12 and below, you take 22 points of fire damage as a fireball explodes right in the middle of you.
Ow.
Everyone else, you take 11 damage.
Okay, that's 22. So I'm at 16. Half my health gone.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you all cluster together against an enemy that has fireball. Cast
Yeah.
fireball right there.
Yeesh. Okay. Point taken.
And guess what? It's the other one's turn now. Guess what
Oh
he's gonna
no!
do? I'd like everyone to make
Another dexterity saving throw.
dexterity saving throw.
God, it's like Electrode in Pokemon.
It's okay.
Well, that's
it
a
can
7.
Only it can only do this once a day.
Damn it.
Oh, that's slightly better. That's 15 for me.
What's the damage?
Okay.
Oh, that one I only got a 9.
So,
Let me.
If I get a natty 20 on one of these, what is that for me?
that
don't
means
think-
you make the saving throw.
Yeah, crits
Okay.
don't do anything for anything other than attacks, unfortunately.
Aaron got a 20.
Good for him.
Tobias, what did you get?
I'm glad.
Oh!
Is that a good hole or a bad hole?
Toby rolled a
It's a bad
1. So
No,
that's
no.
a 7.
Okay.
My poor man.
Can you guys see
This
why I
fucking
wanted you
himbo.
guys to fucking rest?
Yeah.
Anyway, so for Flame Skull number 2, if you rolled a 12 or below, you take 27 points of damage.
Ugh.
Toby's
Uh,
down.
Yep.
Anyone who got a 13 or above, you take 13 points of damage.
One of
Guess
my
what,
wolves-
Toby?
one of my
Toby,
wolves-
you and I are in the same club.
How many damage was that?
6. No,
Sorry,
not 6.
if you got above 13,
I got below.
but you took 27 points of damage.
Okay, I'm down.
Oh no.
And what was that? What was that halved?
13.
Hold on.
Yeah, 'cause I made my first save and I'm down.
Okay,
How much
I get
damage
to
was
make
that again?
a
I'm so
death
sorry.
saving throw for my turn. That's a 19, so that's one success.
It's a success.
How much damage was that for a failed throw again?
13.
No, 13 was for a
Bonus
successful, 26
action.
for a failed.
Oh, failed.
Oh.
Sorry. This is what happens when you guys cluster.
I forgot that these
We
guys.
haven't had a chance
fire
to move
magic.
yet.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
hasn't been
half
my
of us
turn
did.
yet.
I didn't even know they could do this.
Lish,
I literally haven't had a
your remaining puppy's turn.
Yeah, fuck. Fuck. Okay, yeah, well, I'm sending this wolf to go attack this motherfucker
Okay.
and do a bite attack. Does a 20 hit?
Definitely. Roll damage.
No, 2d6. Okay. Ah, fuck. That's 8 damage.
All right. It's looking pretty rough.
Okay. That's the wolf's turn.
All right. B, make a death saving throw.
Boy.
16.
You're good.
Okay.
Toby, make a death saving throw.
God, 2 fireballs at once hurts.
Come on, where is the fucking thing? Where do you do the death saving throws on Beyond?
Once you go to 0 hit points, it should immediately pull up the death saves chart. But you have to be at 0 hit points.
Yeah, I marked mine down. It brought up the failures, successes.
So basically, you just need to roll a d20, and if you get above 10, you're good.
Go. There it is. That's what I need. Yes. That's an 8.
That's a failure.
Oh.
We're all gonna die.
Lich.
I mean, unless you can finish the
Well,
fight quickly, then
You're all gonna die.
rude.
Ah, fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna drop my. Oh my god, is Levy down too? How is everybody down? Goddamn. Fuck.
Fireball's
Okay.
a perfectly balanced spell.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
It is
I ha-
legendary for a reason.
I'm gonna drop form. So I'm
Okay.
back to being a man.
I'll bring back Manlish from where
Spell
he'd been
time.
banished into the corner.
Good time.
Oh god. Jesus Christ. Yeah, and I'm gonna go over to Demir and I'm gonna use cure wounds on her at 2nd level.
Okay. You can
Alright,
move
so-
your little icon, I think.
Yeah, I'll move it. You get 10 hit points back. Avery.
Why are you giving the GM hit
Thank
points?
you very much.
And let me double check. I don't think I can do anything else. I don't know if it was a bonus action to drop the form.
I think
Yeah, no, that was a bonus action. Yeah. So
Yeah.
okay, it's my turn then.
Okay. Hawk.
All right. Hawk looks over at all the down bodies all the down people for a second. It's just like, okay, we need to finish this quickly. He moves over here, let's say,
Okay.
and as he swivels around, his eyes turn on and flash that like light green. First up, I'm gonna second wind. Let's see, this is 1d10.
All right.
Oh, that's 10 HP. Cool.
There you go.
13. Feeling a bit better. But that's not all, folks. first longbow shot gonna go into the closer one. Actually, no, the farther one. That's gonna be a shadow arrow.
This one. Okay. Ten misses, I'm afraid.
Damn. Okay. Let's take another shot then.
All right.
This one's not magical. 19.
That hits. Roll damage. Or
That's
I
10.
guess 10.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
I mean, there's not many things I can do. It's an arrow and a skull. So,
We'll describe how the arrow pierces into the skull.
let's go with the up the nose.
All right.
Nose hole. But that's also not all, folks. His eyes were glowing for a reason. This man is going Super Saiyan. And then one sharpshooter attack against the remaining skull. So that's 7. That's not going to hit. No, 12. That's probably not going to hit still.
Yeah, no, 12 does not.
All right. And
Just barely.
one more for good measure. Ah. Yeah, that doesn't hit either.
Nope. Misses.
Damn. Wow, wasted action surge. All right.
It happens
Oh, well.
sometimes.
Yeah, I got one guy down at least.
Levy, so you can make a death saving throw. That's just a 1d20. And if you get above a 10, you're good.
That's a 9.
Oh.
All right, so that's a failed death save. You're still alive, though. You need 3 failures to for her to be down. So it is Irin's turn now. There's one skull still up.
Aaron is gonna go to attack that one.
All right.
I just realized because Aaron was raging, he should have taken. Should I have the explosion damage even more? Or no, because the
That's for bludgeoning,
resistance is
slashing,
for yeah.
Yeah.
piercing.
He's not the only one specific barbarian gets omni resistance sand psychic.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I remember now. Cool. I'm gonna play it safe, and I'm just gonna attack the skull normally.
Okay.
That go.
10 misses.
Aaron, the hell?
Natural 20. Okay.
Oh, that's a crit.
So roll damage.
Okay. Oops. I'm just checking the. See where the. No, come on. There we go. So that's 8. God, Jesus. That's going to be a 6 for the first one. I'm trying to. Because on the damage size type, it says +2, and I'm trying to figure out if that includes the rage or.
Actually, if you mouse over it, it will break it down for you. So you had rolled a 1 for damage. So since you got a natural 20, that's doubled. So that's 2 plus 2 plus 3.
That.
Okay, I didn't know about that feature. Good to know. So that doesn't include the rage damage.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so the rage damage will be +2, which that'll make it 8 for that first one, or for that first damage. And then since it's a crit, it happens twice.
No.
No.
It's including the rage damage there. So that's since you rolled a 1 for the damage. So that's 2 plus another 2 plus another 3. So that's 7 damage.
Oh yeah, no, it didn't include the critical, so that's 7 total.
Yeah.
7, and then the rage damage because it's strength and proficiency there.
Okay. So then that's it then, or yeah. Yes?
7.
So how much is the rage damage?
Yeah, what's the rage damage
Plus
value?
2. Well,
Okay, so that's 9 total.
So how do you want to do this?
Whew.
Just cleave it in half, man. Just
It
cut the
had
thing in
Shatter
half.
that boy.
exactly 9 hit points left. So that's why the math was so important.
Yeah, sorry, I just got confused because like when looking at the thing on Roll20 and stuff, for me it just shows up as 6. So
Yeah,
I wasn't sure where the 7 was coming from, and then when looking at the math, I can't.
Yeah.
No,
So
it's good.
it puts it
But
in
yeah.
like weird notation, so it's fine.
So you cleave it in a half.
Yep.
What are we
just
doing now?
Straight down. Well, I'm gonna have Aaron dispel his rage and go to B first and use Healing Hands
All right.
to restore 5 hit points.
Cool.
Hawk's gonna rush over to Levy, avoiding the circle, and try to stabilize her, but he's not trained in this, so he's gonna try his best.
All right. Roll a medicine check.
What's my medicine modifier? 0. Okay, so it's just a flat D20 for me.
I'm
Come
casting
on.
Healing Spirit.
15.
15. Yeah, you're able to stabilize her.
Phew.
I'm casting Healing Spirit for Toby, and 2 for Toby and 1 for B. So let me roll for that.
Okay.
Oh, no, I can do it 5 times. Do.
Oh, and after he stabilizes Levy, Hawk's gonna scrounge up his arrows that he can, and that's half. So
Okay.
3 more. Scrounging saves money.
Toby gets 5.
You cut off.
Yeah, Toby gets 5.
Toby gets 5, and B is gonna get. Is gonna get 7 for B.
Great, thank you.
All right. So Levy is still unconscious,
But stable, at least.
but stable.
And I can walk over and I can heal Levy with another Healing Spirit.
All right. So what do you give Levy?
Well, I've got to roll a d6 5 times, so give me a second.
Sounds like you need more dice. That way you can roll all the damage at once, like
Right,
you're
I can-
doing
I
a
can-
fireball.
I can do it all at once.
I'm swinging my leg in the back of my foot, banged against the legs of my chair. Ow.
Oh no.
Levy gets
I'm
13.
fine. It's just gonna
What?
feel weird for a bit.
How much?
13.
Oh,
13. Levy's up. 13 HP, buddies.
Papa just disappears when
All right, I was looking around
when,
for arrows.
when
so.
it goes down, right?
Yeah, they're spirits, so they would go.
Okay.
Probably disappears in a puff of like white wintry smoke.
Levy's gonna limp back to the party.
How is Demir looking? How is she?
At 10. I'm a little beat up, but it's fine.
Well, I mean, Bee's alive now, or up, so she can help out with that if needed. Well,
Well, that was horrific.
I'm never going to trust anything on fire ever again. Right, the chest. Hawk just sort of like heads over there again, this time, since he's not going to awaken the dead this time.
Can we let the dire wolf go and play with the chest first before we do anything? I'm gonna send the dire wolf to go and paw at the chest, avoiding the circle.
I won't stop you.
If the chest, is it the dire wolf opening the chest, or is it just poking it?
The dire wolf doesn't have thumbs. I mean, he can
I
certainly
know.
try.
You, as a dire wolf, last time opened a trapdoor.
Yeah, but that was probably
Well,
like a little circle handle.
Listen,
that, like,
I mean, you could probably,
Fair.
yeah, true. I mean, if there's like a friggin' latch on it, the wolf could probably like bite at it to try and force it open.
let's roll for it.
That sounds like a good idea.
Sure, have the wolf roll athletics or acrobatics.
It's an 18 on the die. Let's see what I add to that. Athletics or acrobatics. It would just be like a dex, right? So
Yeah.
But
non-natural
athletics is strength,
20.
acro is dex.
Yeah, it's just dex, because for the dire wolf doesn't have a full set of skill check,
Mhm.
so I could just use the dex
Right.
modifier. That's a non-natural 20.
All right,
Ooh.
so the dire wolf is able to kind of like bite the clasp enough and nose it up, and there
Hawk should
is
stand back.
I
it
will.
opens.
Okay.
Does it explode?
No,
Okay. Stepping back then.
Stick the nose of the wolf in there.
Okay.
See anything?
so inside of the chest, there is a cloak of some sort. There seems to be a rod. There are 5 candles, a scroll case, a little pouch that, to the direwolf, it smells kind of funny. There's an hourglass, and then there's another strange pouch.
I'm gonna tell the wolf to leave it and go and bring me the boot of the armor.
Okay.
That's pinging.
Hawk's gonna start collecting these items. So that was, let's see, 5
Did
candles.
you ever get a pearl for
2
identify?
Nope.
I don't think
Not
we
yet,
found
no.
one yet.
She can help me look through all this stuff though. There might, who knows, there might be a pearl somewhere in one of these component pouches, if it's a component pouch.
I'm going to go check out the desk over here. I assume that this is the desk.
Yeah, this is the desk, and then there are bookshelves over this way.
I'm gonna check out the desk and see if
so-
I can see anything.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go left to right based on the positions where you guys are.
Sure.
So Lish and your doggo managed to take the boot off of the suit of armor. Inside, you see a potion of some sort. There is a bead that looks kind of interesting, and then 150 gold pieces.
That's a lot of gold in a boot.
You get the idea that this is stuff that one of the students had kind of socked away for a rainy day. Demir, roll an investigation check.
All right. Check. Okay.
He's
Oh,
gonna
that's
put.
not bad.
I'm getting to you and Hawk in a minute.
Okay, sorry.
That's why I said I'm going left to right.
Makes sense.
That is a 23 for me.
All right. So, based off of the information you find on the desk, in addition to the rest of the stuff around the room, you are able to sort of piece together bits of information based on the scraps you're able to find that aren't burned. The students, you find out that the students, through the guidance of the evil harp, were able to get into contact with a being of somewhat fiendish nature that was called Bathrek. Bathrek began to sort of guide the students through summoning him so that they could make a deal of some sort.
Cool.
And now for Hawk and Bee, you guys were going through the chest.
Yeah.
Hawk's gonna like drape the cloak over his shoulder while he opens one of the pouches.
You're putting on the cloak.
No, just like draping it over his shoulder, like.
Oh, I was gonna
Like-
say B puts on the cloak.
Okay, Bee puts on the cloak.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can do that, sure.
The cloak starts to billow majestically. You can add a cloak of
Oh.
billowing to your inventory.
B is delighted by this.
Fun fact: I actually considered grabbing that as Hawk's common magic item instead of a potion.
Okay. Next, you're looking through the chest more. The next thing you find is a rod. It's sort of thin, and it seems to have like a button on one end.
Button rod. All right. Hawk's still gonna look through one of the pouches though. Both, if the first one doesn't like explode in his face in a puff of smoke or something.
Oh, the first pouch seems to be an extra spell component pouch, and it actually does have a pearl in it.
Ooh, Hawk's gonna immediately like hand that over to B, just like punch between his two fingers.
B is gonna caw excitedly and take it,
All right.
and she's
Yeah.
gonna sign "Thank you."
You're quite
Yeah.
welcome.
So you can add extra spell component pouch to your inventory if you want.
I'm just gonna
Um,
give that to B because like Hawk doesn't
yeah.
need that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Talking to B at the moment.
Alright.
The next one, there's a strange sort of dust in
Interesting.
it.
He's gonna like sift through it with a finger a little bit, not like kicking it up, just like, is there anything in here?
Well, the powder itself, it's very fine. It looks kind of like, sand.
So it's just all sand, powder, or something. Cool. He's gonna close that up and pocket it.
Okay. And then there was the rod, the candles, the scroll case, and then the hourglass.
B will take the rod and she will write down on a piece of paper. We found a pearl, so I can figure out what things are now if there's anything we're still not sure what it does. And she'll pass the paper around.
About that, actually. There was that prism that Demir found, and we wanted to find the command word for it. Could your spell do that?
Could it? DM?
Yes.
Yeah, for the glint stone.
Glint eye.
Glint eye.
Glint eye.
B will nod.
I think we should do that first, because if it does as advertised, you might not need a pearl again.
She'll write down. We can use the pearl as many times as we need to, but
Oh, okay.
Is the
we
scroll?
can still do the stone first if you would like to.
Does
in
the
that
scroll
case.
have a scroll in it?
That's a good question.
You
Hawk's
open
gonna
it
check
up,
that.
and no, it does not.
Okay.
Are we dividing up the gold?
We probably should. I'll get a calculator
what
out.
gold?
I Everyone gets 20 pieces of gold, and then there's 10 in party funds.
Cool.
Unless Lish is keeping the gold.
All to himself, like the greedy fae he is.
Wow.
That's stereotyping.
Listen, I could be a greedy human. I could be a greedy robot.
Rude.
I don't think that's a stereotype that clings to robots.
Listen, the greedy here is detached from the fact that you are a fae.
Was it though?
Yes. Was supposed to be.
Anyway.
Yes. Accidental racism aside.
Get out of here. Well, I mean, I want to kind of poke my toe at this pile of papers near me, I guess.
Okay.
And the one that's kind of over here as well.
Basically, the piles of paper, they're the check that Demir made and the information that she got included just kind of the stuff scattered about the room.
So we have a bunch of former students of magic.
It's these two
working
guys
with
right here.
or worshipping demons, devils, and
The impression you got was that since you rolled so high, the vibe is like, I really shouldn't be doing this, but I really need to get back into the school to make my parents proud. That the information down here combined with the journal you guys found upstairs. Like, all right, so we'll try to do this. We'll be super careful about it.
didn't work out so well for them, did it?
If someone wants to make an Arcana check on the summoning circle,
I'll do it. I was thinking I was going to try and break the circle anyways.
I wanted straight A's in Magic College, so I asked Satan for straight grades.
Levy will also
Okay.
be checking things and
You fools. Satan only gives
10.
homosexual
10.
A's.
And I'm going to be looking at the bookshelves.
okay. I mean, as I said, this is the information that Demir gleaned with
Yeah.
her check from stuff all around the room.
Is anyone familiar with Bethrek?
I got a 21 on my Arcana check, by the way.
Yeah, Levy, when inspecting the summoning circle in the middle of the room, you notice a slight error in one of the edges. Probably, most of the time, these things are sort of intended to, based on your knowledge and your readings, these things are intended to bind and seal whatever is being summoned within the circle.
Uh-oh.
There is a slight error in the side, probably leading whatever was bound within to escape.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Levy's
boy.
gonna say, Levy's gonna kind of go, oh no, somebody got a little sloppy.
Thus, the burn marks seem to be emanating from the circle, and there are the dead bodies here.
Alrighty. She's gonna point out, she's like, there's an error here. This was supposed to contain whatever they wanted to summon for whatever reason, and they missed something over here, so it got free. It got loose.
Oh.
Do you think then that could be the killer that's been burning the bodies?
It's certainly possible, but we don't have any evidence other than this.
I mean, the burn marks are coming from here, so I'd wager a pretty high probability that yes.
Hang on.
So am I still the only one who wants to let the guards know about this? Because at this point, if there's something loose in the city and they haven't noticed, they should definitely be made aware.
We tell the university instead.
I think telling the university would be a good plan. It's their students.
But is the university in this city?
It's not. It's up north.
The university isn't the thing in danger here. It's everyone in this city.
Then both? Both seems like a solid plan to me.
I can agree with that. Yes. Guards can help deal with the immediate threat, and then the university. They need to know what happened to the students.
It's been a while since this house burned down, though, right?
It's been a little while, yeah.
Yeah, so
About like a month, I think.
That's the university expelled these students. There was an accident. You gather from the journal. There was an accident involving that harp, and these two students were expelled. And they're like, "Oh shit, we got to cover our asses before our parents find out."
The thing we need to remember is
Oh, then
when
they
the
probably
house
won't
burned
care
down.
even if we tell them.
The thing we need to figure out is when the house burned down. And I think
Yeah,
we
Which
did
was
burn
about a
down.
month ago, I believe, when we talked to the
I had thought
cleric.
that the house had
to
burned
the,
down like a while ago, like a year or more ago.
You could ask someone.
No, we did ask someone. I
Corpses are
wrote it
missing
down.
We
their
did,
heads,
yeah. We
right?
talked to the cleric.
I have it
She
written down. Just give me a
vaguely
moment.
Said a couple months ago.
All right, I have
months
it here.
ago.
Missing pair of
Was
K-shapes.
that around the
Sibling.
time that the murder started?
Burned about 4 months ago.
Burned down 4 months ago.
Mm.
Are the skulls completely destroyed? Or
Uh,
are they now just inert skulls?
They're kind of in pieces.
Okay.
Coolio.
Hmm. I don't really know anything about demons, but do we know when the murder started?
The
I'll go if you
murders.
act.
I wrote that down as well.
Oh, I missed that. Or forgot to write it down.
It started about a month ago, I believe, based on
Couple months ago.
a couple months
Oh.
ago. Okay.
Well, we might want to find out a little bit more about our mystery demon. It might be connected if it was around the same time.
Surely they didn't figure out how to make this diagram from nothing. They might have had a book somewhere telling them how to make it, and that book could
They
tell
got it
us what
from
they
the
were
heart.
summoning.
They got it from the harp
Right. But surely, did they write it down anywhere?
right here, where it says they got it from the harp.
And does it say what they were summoning?
Yes, a demon named Bathric.
I'm not entirely certain how churches work, but do you think the High Priestess might know about a demon like that? Like what it's capable of?
It's worth asking.
Potentially, yes.
At the very least, we can update her on what we've found so far.
We still need to find this mystery blood hunter as well.
Sounds like we have a lot of work to do.
That we do.
Mm-hmm.
Any other fun books on the shelves?
Most of the books are very burned. There's not much that's really usable at this point.
Okay.
Since B got that pearl, do you want to do a round of identification?
Yeah.
If we go upstairs, I think maybe we should keep an eye out for our friend who's been visiting.
Before that, since B did finally get a pearl, it might be prudent to check on everything magical that we haven't identified yet.
Yeah, we can do it upstairs.
Well, we have a chance. Well, true.
Okay. Upstairs, or like
out in the foyer of the burnt house.
Okay. So
Ruin drag time.
as you head back upstairs, you hear something on the first level.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys, okay, you stealth. Roll stealth check.
I'm also gonna roll here because I want to take a peek.
Okay.
Come
Well-
on now. Oh, come on.
Tobias rolled a 19. Should I roll
got a-
for Aaron as well, or?
I got 11.
If you think Aaron would be stealthing.
I find the like group stealth. I think there's like a group stealth rule I stumbled into at one point that I thought I liked. I need to find it again because I'm curious.
Sure, I would roll for Aaron. Where is it? There it is. Yikes, that's a 6.
All right. Has that everyone who's rolled?
Oh, for the stealth,
Yeah.
I got a 12.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought I
17.
said that loud enough earlier.
Okay.
A second, I got a 23.
So, do you guys make your way down the stairs?
Can we not
Just to
see over
peek.
the loft?
Yeah, can we peek over the loft?
Okay, that would be perception then.
Oh god, it's gonna be a natural
Okay.
20. It wasn't 21.
That is a
That's a nat 1 from me.
17
2.
also.
Okay. So Tobias, you're kind of distracted. You're making sure that the carpet is folded back over the trap door. And those of you that are peering over the side, you see a halfling. She is examining the flowers by the front door. She's young, and she's got kind of the look about her that indicates that she's spent most of her life outside. She has long, curly red hair, and she's kind of touching the flowers with calloused hands. And those of you that got above a 20 notice that she has a multitude of healed cuts on her palms and forearms. There's freckles all over her face. She has a kind of a round nose and large brown eyes. She's wearing sort of a combination of armor and clothes that look sort of like in a peasant style. And as you guys are kind of leaning over the railing, she looks up at you guys. And that's where we'll call session.
Ooh,
Hey.
we found her.
Hooray!
Ah, Claymaker!
Woo!
Woo!
We did it. We found a pearl. We found a bunch of crap. We nearly died, and we finally found the blood hunter.
Yay!
And almost TPK again.
Almost died again. Hooray!
Hurrah!
We love it
Hurrah!
here.
It there you go, guys. Hope that was exciting.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
I've
Oh,
been
boy.
waiting for this introduction for ages.
It's time.
I am glad my language of flowers came in handy.
All
All
right.
right. Well, thanks for playing, guys.
GG,
Thank
GG.
you.
I can't wait to figure out what all this stuff is and who she is. I
Yeah.
also still have that hat from Tasha's circus.
Why
that
aren't you
has
putting it
never
on
been
yet?
worn. Because I don't want to look like a foolish.
Just her hat, never worn.
Just her hat, never
That
worn.
is the saddest short story I have ever heard.
Oh. Just fucking leave you with a gun at this halfling. Do you know where my cousin is?
You look like a farm girl.
Oh boy. All
Oh,
right.
boy.
I am not going to be here next Saturday. I'm going to be camping in the woods.
All right.
So
Is that for the job thing or preceding the job
no,
thing?
this is preceding the job thing. My birthday is on Wednesday and I'm leaving for the
Ooh.
woods.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Sounds like a good birthday. Happy birthday in advance.
In true Fae fashion.
I'm fleeing society. It's
She's
gonna
getting
be
in
great.
tune with her inner Lish so that she can play him better.
I'm gonna go be in a lake.
Sounds like fun. Hope you have a nice time.
I will be the lady of the lake. It'll be great.
I
fuck
need to
yes.
go out after. Well, first I need to get dressed in something other than pajamas, and then I need to go out and get wrapping paper so I can properly deliver this thing to you, Avery.
Thank you.
We ran out, apparently. So unless you have Christmas paper somewhere and you don't mind Christmas paper,
I have Christmas paper.
you do live relatively close by, but like you're in those apartments at the intersection, right?
Yep.
Right. I think I remember finding that out like sometime in high school, and I just keep forgetting.
Anywho,
Well,
Bye, guys. Nice seeing you.
thanks for playing.
Yeah.
See y'all.
And
Wow.
Nice to hear voices and see faces.
Mhm.
it was good to play again.
Yes.
I'm so glad I got
We're
to
so
fucking
glad
go.
we
We're
did
so
that.
glad you were able to make it this time, Felix.
Oh my
I
god.
missed you.
I like slept so good last night. My body was like, I woke up at like 6 a.m. and I was awake for like an hour, and then my body was just like, you know what would be nice? More of that really good sleep that we haven't gotten in months. And I was just
Good.
like, "Ow."
transcending to a higher plane.
Meanwhile, I was so excited for what was happening today that I stayed up too late. and
Mood.
that's- I made it here before you did, but at the cost of more sleep. So I'm wide awake now, though, so it's too late.
All right.
I'll catch
I'll
up.
see you guys later.
Well,
See you
See you
next time.
later.
Good sesh.
Bye.
Bye.
Nerds
Bye.
around.